This is homework number 3, problem 14. Half the battle on these word problems is reading them carefully and deciphering what do we know and what are we trying to find out. So let's look for some key phrases. Let's read it together first. The time t of x in days it takes a planet the mass of the Earth to orbit the Sun is given by the following function. T of x equals 365.25 times x, the square root of x to the third power. Now, first of all, I find this interesting because I noticed 365.25 in the equation. That must have something to do with a year's worth of days. And so this is probably a real formula. Where x is the distance from the Sun in astronomical units, AUs, this is Kepler's third law of planetary motion. So let's just pause a moment and identify some things. T of x is the time it takes in days, okay, for the planet, the mass of the Earth, to orbit the Sun, and x is the distance the planet is from the Sun. If you can identify those two things in the function right away, then when you read the problem itself, you'll know, okay, are they giving me this and I'm finding this, or are they giving me this variable and am I finding that one? So let's read the rest and find out. If a planet the size of the Earth was this far from the Sun, 3.6 AUs, how many days would it take the planet to orbit the Sun? Alright, so they're giving me this information. What is that? Is it a distance or is it a time in days? Well, it says the 3.6 AUs from the Sun. Well, that's a distance. And you're trying to find how many days. So we're trying to find T of x. This is a really easy problem because it's just plug and chug. Since it's hard to see from your vantage point, I'm going to rewrite it on my graph paper. So again, this is problem 14. Here's our function, T of x equals 365.25 times the square root of x cubed. And we know that x is 3.6 AUs. And that's what I'm going to put in right here. And this is really just a calculator problem. 365.25 times the square root of, we are putting a pocket in for x, and calculating. So now you can enter this into your calculator exactly as you see it. 365.25 times, press your square root key, and when the parentheses come up, put the 3.6 in, raise it with your upside down V key to the third power. Remember then, you're actually going to be using two sets of parentheses when you do this. There will be the original set, and then you're going to put in, well, actually, no, you don't even need this pair of parentheses. Sorry about that. There will be a set of parentheses. You're going to put in the 3.6, raise it to the third power, and then close your parentheses to complete the square root. If you're not getting the answer that you see in your homework, which is 2,495 days, it's been rounded, please ask me about the calculator strokes. Good luck.